Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome. I feel good about today. I'm so happy to see you guys. How you doing? My name is MusicMonstar, and this is Giant Beat Studios. You already know. We're always here to, help out, to share, to just do one or two with you guys. I always like it when I'm here with you guys. How's it been? I hope you guys have been trying out, new stuff. I hope you guys have been putting out great works. I hope you feel good. I feel good today. Right. So today we're quickly just going to dive into our DAW. We're working with FL today. Of course, we're going to switch again to Cubase, but just to start the video, we're just going to be making, let's say, a global Afrobeat, right? Just say Afrobeat. We're going to be making Afrobeat today. Instrumentals today, and probably going to some one or two things too. Anyhow, we come. I did everything when I did for me. I believe you. So, before we actually started, somebody asked me and said, what distinguish or what make Afrobeat sound special, as a genre. So, as I talk, you can also just take note of what I'll be doing. What I'll just be doing is I'll just be selecting the kits that I want to use to, produce. So the person asked and said, within the distinguished Afrobeat. Excuse me. And that's a good one, because let's really look at it. Within they really distinguish our Afrobeat. Because if you ask me, I think it's a combination of the all elements we use. Yes, we know Afrobeat sprung up or was put together by Fela and his people. We know Fela, respect to Fela. So, listening to Fela, we can just note that regardless of what we call the new school, the modern pop, the only thing that keeps differentiating Afrobeat from any other kind of music, if you listen to our drums combination, if you listen to the elements in our drums, our shakers, our percussions, man, they heavy. We need it. Afrobeat need to play with percussion too, I swear. So growing up, I like this kick. So growing up, we all learned music one way or the other, right? I learned music from listening to a lot of music. I know that time now foreign music would they listen to, if you agree with me. So I used to just like the concept, the arrangement of like this. I don't know what I'll use it to do yet. But to me, then when I did very young, it was simple. Their beats, so simple. While if you come to our Afrobeat or more, the rhythm alone, you go know, right? So then our melodies are not the straight out melodies, I think all these things just make our sound, which is the Afrobeat, special. So as I'm going through all these sounds, just there's something at the back of my mind. I'm asking myself, will I be using loops today or not? And I'm saying, and the answer is, you guys know, every time I'm always considering you guys. I'm not all about what I can just do every time I sit behind this system. I'm more concerned that you guys are following and you guys are understanding these things. You get. So of course, in the course of this session, right, we're going to throw in one or two things I expect you guys to do. Now, when we learned music, there were some things that were gatekeeping from us. We say, now we can't know someone a normal thing, which is the use of loops and samples. Bro, listen to me. As a beat maker, as a producer, don't let anybody sideline you or make you feel somewhat way because you use loops. I think if you just ask me, I'll just tell you, find better ways to use your loops. But it's not bad. Bro, where you did a form bad producer, one dude day behind the computer there, not even producer, but he just knows how to make sound, go put loops together, make mad beats. So in the last video, if you remember, I told you there's no manual actually, you know. Yes, we have guidelines here and there, but there's no manual. The cocoa be say wait with the ear, make it make sense, which is why, because I want to make it make sense. Now, why I tell you, I'll still go in and add and throw in something I expect you to be used to. Not allow anybody come make you say maybe because you're using loops, you are less of a producer than you are, bro. You know, gaming in at 2026 we did. Remember, I like this guy. I don't know, but I don't want to lose it. Let me just keep it there. Whenever I want to use it, I'll drag it in. So let's go straight to it. Enough of the talking. Let's do something. So, yes, this guy. So we want to do like the global, I call it the pom-pom sound. And quickly, this is how you can just layer it. So every time you hear songs like this is how it's been made, right? I'm being forced to talk about this swing button. I don't know if I'm too fast to show you that, but like I keep saying, our videos are for everybody, you know, learners, pros, advanced, you know. You can just pick something, you know, to move on with. So yeah, I'll advise you play with the swings a bit. I like 15, you know, because our music, you know, is the swing gives our music, you know, that bounce that you really enjoy. I'll show you, I'll show you. So first, get used to this pattern, you know. I can play with the MIDI, but for you that don't have MIDI, I want you to be used to it. You know, 1, then you leave 2, you put it in the third one, you leave 2, you put it in the third one, now you leave 3, 1, 2, 3, you put in the fourth one, and you leave 1 and you put again. So just look at it. And this is, okay, we need to set our tempo. So we're doing Afrobeats, mid-tempo between 100, 104. Let's start from 104. If it's too fast, we reduce, you know. So this is what it sounds like. Right, so let me reduce it to 1, 2. Yeah, so this sound, yes. So if you want to make this sound, you can take a screenshot of this, then get used to it. You understand? Get used to it, you know. So that sound right there. So, quickly. See, I'm just layering it. You know, let's call this class 2. I'm just layering it. See that? It'll sound like this before. And I just added this. Just layer it. You know, it gives it this body. Remember when we talked about body? Right, it just gives it that body. So today, you see how I'm going to be using these guys. Now I'm quickly going to pattern 2. So I have my rim shot. Don't mind how fast I am. I won't play the MIDI set. Let's go back here. Don't mind how fast I am. Right. Get used to these stuffs. You see, I'm this fast because I'm used to it. Trust me, without playing this the sound out, I can tell what it's sounding like, you know, by just looking at it, because there's a lot of things here for me to check. Like I keep telling you guys, look at this stuff that I keep playing here. Just by me looking at that, I can tell where the sounds are, you know. So there are checks. It's not an invisible game, right? So let's start from here. So the next is I want to put my kick, and I want to put that in channel 2. So by now, I believe you understand what I mean by channel 2. And I just want a steady kick, Afrobeats. So if you're wondering why I dropped the kick, it's because I don't trust how the sounds is coming to you guys, right? I don't trust that. I'm just working with what I'm hearing out here. That's why I'm dropping it. So it's very important. So these are the things, these are the excuses you shouldn't have to tell me, because work with what you can hear. Every other thing, you can fix it along the line. I won't be so concerned about how you guys are, you know, hearing it over there right now, that I'm in the process of this. decision making. I've quickly made made that decision that I'll keep going because I'll still need to mix it, right? At that point now I can reshape, I can give the volume back. But for now that I'm just producing, I don't need any sound to cover up any fresh, ideas that will come in. You understand? So I need everything to be flowing. So as you're putting each element one after the other, be working on the volume immediately. Make sure it's not clashing with what you have there. It's just giving you more body and more nuances and more rish around it. So let's go back into it quickly. So I like the kick, but I don't like the depth. So I just came into the piano roll, Control A, and then Shift, then arrow down. I just moved it down. I need it a bit, yeah. Right. So I have this as my, now you understand what I want to do. Of course, we can now, you understand, you can now do a lot of, it's already a bang groove. So remember now what we said, what makes Afrobeat now, it's our percussions. So now we have to check our percussion, our percussive instrument, So I like this too. Let's use it to play something in 3. And let's see how that sounds. I don't want that to be constant. I like this. Then this one comes good, leave it like that. Good. Then for the fourth one, good. Then good. You get it. That's the nuance I'm talking about. It's not playing in other places. Just that place. So yeah, I picked this. I don't know what I'll use it to do. I'm trying to make it short, guys. Okay. So see that. So this thumb now, I need to do something about it. I don't like the way it sounds. Remember, any sudden move is suspected. Now that it's not so sudden again, it sounds better, but I want it. So you might be pushed to ask me, why am I changing the note of this? Now, these instruments also, they have like keys that they communicate with. That is why I keep talking about, you have to be fluid. You have to flow, right? This instrument should be talking to each other. They shouldn't sound strange. Do you understand? They shouldn't sound strange. So I remember this guy I wanted to use. I was just, by the time we are going into the second bar, I just played. So you can just check in case if it has tempo information. Okay. Once I paste this beat again, I'll know if it's good enough. You see, everything is happening in real time, right? Real time. Then if it's not doing it for me, decision making, take it out of my section. Then quickly I have this to make my production, should I say quicker or fuller. I got to look for loops around 1 or 2, and I want percussion loops. Told you guys how to do this. You understand? I've told you guys how to do it. Get used to it. Don't allow anybody whine you. Can you hear that? Imagine that on the beat. See the kind body they give. You can't tell me say loops no good. See that. So those now these nuances that they tell you about now all these things. So I think I might just fall in both loops. Yeah, I might just fall both loops. Blend. See, it's too loud. I'm bringing it back. I need it to give my drum that you can hear what it's doing to the drums. Then maybe this guy to give it that background. See what's the shakers in that. Now I even want need shakers gone. So I think I'll search shakers. How you see you see it's not difficult, my bro. Don't let anybody come live for you. Say don't use loops. Just know how to use it. See, I'll quickly tell you, right? I don't even think I even know how to use loops. I've seen people use loops, bro. Like that's why I keep saying just everything you can lay your hands on, just learn them, sabi them. It go dey useful. Some people, the reason they can't use loops right now is because they can't go back to learn. Right? They can't take time out on the job to learn. So I understand now why you get some kind of things where naturally you guys just get accustomed to. Like for me, making a beat like on the go, trust me, yeah, I don't train myself to always make sure say I can make beats. Even if I sleep, you just wake me up. You know, I've just been that. I want to be that close to music. See it's how I shake as they do for there. They can't say make I no use loops. Why? Now don't mind me emphasizing that. The reason is because I know some people will try to make you feel some type of way. Bro, trust me, you know, get meaning. Whether you use loops or you don't use loops, the most important thing is how is your music sounding? I repeat that. Whether you use loops and samples or you don't, we don't care. What matters is how is your music sounding? Because if you don't use loops, right, and you've been in this game for the longest, and a dude that uses loops starting out yesterday is fire, I will mess with that dude. I will leave you. So the most important thing is to have good sound, not to come and pride over the fact that you use or you don't use. If you don't use loops and you know how to do all your stuffs, good, nice, respect to you. Some of us can do that too. And if you can use loops and you still can produce yourself, you can see what I did. I created my sound, the major sounds I wanted, I created it myself. And if I still need some nuance to it, I'll still go ahead and do it. Maybe say I based all my creativity on the loops. But I'm just agreeing, I'm just telling you that is in this video that don't feel anyways that you're using loops or you're not. What matters is, can you use it properly? Like, and is it sounding good? Once it is, fire down. What do we need? I think we need some, let me just put transition. Right, I don't know why it's transition. Normally at this point I would have just gone for risers, impacts, you know, FX, right? But I don't know why I did transition. So let me just look for something I can use there. And all this has to happen real time. So imagine, how long have we been here? I don't really know, but imagine I have an artist with me. I got his attention already. I need to say anything. I got his attention already because I'm playing a good rhythm bounce already. I remember this is like a simple Afrobeat bounce that, of course, you and I have heard it before. So this is how they make it. So now let me just go for FX. So everything that has FX in it will come out, which is why for me FX is more, for me on this computer, FX is more I'll preferably search FX other than any other. So that's that sound. So if I need that. Let's check it there. Not bad. Not bad. Let's keep going. See that? If I find one, you see what I don't know what I'm looking for in the effect, but if I find one, you see the effect it's gonna do there. Yeah, exactly. So I just want to try that. I just want to try that. So I click this because I want to stretch this. I want it to slow down a bit. Alright. Right? Something like that. So that's why I click this. Should change. It should change before this back. So take after the smack out and just turn out. Just need it to create it. I can use that. Oh yeah. I'll take it forward. I can put it there. There. That's it. You see that? Something like this I need for the see. That's how it works. Imagine I just talk now. Something like this I define. Guys. You get it? What's the first here? So since that was my original idea that I wanted, so I stick with it. Okay. See this production. It's not really difficult, right? Especially if you understand the machine language, I mean the computer language. It's not difficult. We've been here together. Rises. Okay. This is from Killer Tunes. Shout out to Killer Tunes. So I can use that. Just turn it down. Right. See that stuff? See that? Right. So quickly, let's throw in some melodies so we can go further. Okay. You guys are used to this guy by now, so let's just so I'll tell you something else the pros do, right? You see, once the pros want to produce, right, they have an idea of the sound they want for every element they're trying to put, but they are not looking for it right away. See, in the bigger picture, sound theory and all that, creating a synth, people will understand what I talk, they understand, you know, is more technical than the digital, what we do digitally. So you understand? Some of these guys, they create with you, they already they use. So what they look for is something that is close, something that will keep reminding them that it never complete. Right? So I don't know if I should use the MIDI now. Something simple. I don't want to bore you guys. At the same time, I want to get, you know, I ain't trying to think too much. So that's just that. And for some of you that are saying you don't have MIDI, I should play what I just played. I should play it with the mouse. I'll do that right away. Okay, let me, you know, flex, right? I need a piano. All right, so let me play with this. Yeah, what I was saying about the professionals is that once they play it right, they can as well now later enhance it, you know, and all that, you know. That's so far. So yeah, you can see that. So we can build the chord of this. I told you guys I'm quite fast because I'm used to it. Where did you go to? Yeah, I just want to create another kind of feel to the chord. So I said something close. I don't want to use this piano. In fact, I want a piano that has pad. So now I can be looking for it. That's the move. So all these buttons, right? For you to know what they do. Can you hear that? So I told you to get purity. So let's use purity. Purity. Playing around with the rhythm and the melody. So I just need something to make whatever I have there bigger. Yeah, I think let's start with something like that. 6. Where's my mouse again? So you already know. Let me see if I can come down. See there? So you see that? Yeah. So I need something to answer this guy. It's just simple. 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 I'll just put them there. So yeah, this is Baba do patapam. I will look for a sound. For now, I'll look for a sound that's close to that. However way, whether I look from the same, because I don't know how it's actually going to sound real time. You understand? So I can now look for, see, I don't play and so I don't forget. I can look for better sound now. So I want to take the octave down, Control A, Control and down, octave down. So no disturb our sound. So I can do that. That's so. So let me show you something else. Something else is I can cut this and put it in the 7. Paste and put 7 here. Right. Now this will help me. When I want to begin to solo those instruments, this will help me. When I want to now divide the chorus from the, this will help me because I can just be taking out, every instrument, right? So pattern 8, expand. So you guys get this. This is a good plugin. So get expand. I wish I could play something like so I can't play that. Maybe you allow me. Maybe you allow me play here for now. Let's go. Not too much, just I keep saying. I tell you, then the next of it is, of course, our what should I call it? What should I use? Yeah, the bass, very important too. I don't know why I'm coming here for bass though, but let's be hopeful, find something we can use. Octave. Something simple. Simple. See, don't stress yourself. Afrobeat, as simple as possible, but make sure you just have your group in check. I swear that. Oh God. There's this thing with whenever we play with our midis, we quantize. And the reason we quantize is to snap our notes into the grid. Like not the way you know what add to this beat, from just this row. You can bring this back here. You can add some other nuances, some other rishi. If you just go, so log drum, let me show you guys where to get log drums here. Once you pick the Fruity DS10, come here, you see log drum. That's the popular log drum. You know, you can just decide to use it to just add wala here. Yeah. So increase the volume so you can hear it properly. Then you can make this one play twice. See what I'm showing you all this thing. So you can use all this to control your songs at different levels. I can take all this, bring it out again, now build towards it. Right? I can now build here as I can build here as my intro, take off like the kick, this whole section. I don't need the bass, so I think I tell you, how you see him, then I can decide to bring this guy. Take out no, I leave this. I rather take this. You get the intro don't set me that. So I come to my next build. What do I want? Do I want a verse? So I flow with the song. I can decide to make the next one intro, the chorus. You can just come in full. So you will know. You see that? I can just come in full. I can decide to make it verse and it builds into it. It's just removing. Remember the log drum is here. So I can take out the bass here and then play like that. Let's go. So the bell with the sound since I don't come out. No, I remove this here. I move this for the. So that's bass now. Where is it? Now one of these ones were cut short. We play the root notes exactly. If you see, you never play right. We introduce that like here. You know, of course, fully. We don't need the log. Simple. See what you can quickly do. You know, where that effect play. See, another thing I'll quickly tell you, right, is that empty spaces does more good to your song than harm. Take it from me. Just listen to what I'm trying to create here. I like for me it's like I already knew I was going to sound before I even played. You understand what I mean by that decision making? By the time I did do it don't already play for my head. I know. I just play. I'm just set you up. So if artist there now at that point now you'll be like, yeah, that is what. And you see what I just do. I just remove all the instrument at this point. It will create this more ginger, you know, in the song. Now look at from this. I have a full. Trust me. Let me show you something like I can just audio this guy in audio, 1 minute audio. I can render and replace. That guy comes back as wave like this, right? I still have it in 5, meaning if I still want it original, I'll still put it like this. It's still the original one. So I have a copy of it here. Like I can do. I know you guys. I know you guys are following, right? You guys understand what I mean. In fact, from just making this move, I can just push this guy octave down. I've never done that though. Or there's something somebody showed me. I've never tried it. See what I did with this guy? Is this it? So I'm looking for the best spot I'm going to put it in, because I'm going to put it maybe somewhere in this verse. Oh God. So what I'm trying to do now, I'm trying to understand how I'm going to control. So I'm noticing I like it like that, but I need more volume. So like I told you, I'll just from here first. Let's go. See that my verse don't set. Then if I'm looking at having, okay, yes, because of what's playing, if you mistakenly hit your MIDI or more many sound really play, I'm thinking maybe I want to make here more empty and have the groove at the other side. Remember when we're doing the intro, you see something that happens with recording everything that is happening. When I wanted to do this intro, remember I first removed the shakers and it was too empty, then I had to bring it back. Now that I'm looking for empty, I can just go and take it out, let it come in the second part, and I think I'm good. See, space, whoever is singing will want to sing his lungs out here. He go sing pieces. I didn't tell him. We've not done anything so crazy. But in the mix phase, which like I always tell you guys, there's a lot to be done. Something as simple as this can become a mega super blasting jam. Because in the mixing, there will also be critical decisions to be made. Like how I now want the kick to sound. Like I told you in the beginning that I don't know how you guys are listening to this. But if I'm at this point, of course I can make, if this is the whole verse, I can make another one and the chorus, and so I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about the texture, the solidity of the beat. Right. So, of course, like I keep saying, if we go in depth, there are things we're going to do. Follow me. I'm going to show you. Like I said, I'm never going to gatekeep anything from you guys. I'm going to show you. So let's quickly. I just remembered we went towards the angle of gain staging. I don't know if I talked about it well enough, but it's very important you gain stage in your section. Right, it's very, very important. As a producer, you have to learn it. It gives your overall song this balance. Do you understand? Remember, while producing, you are turning some knobs down. But at this point, you are more intentional about now the space you want each of them to hold. So, you already know I make everything mono whenever I want to gain stage. But let me show you another thing I do. What I just did is I clicked one, then I hold on Control and Shift, and I just click and drag to the others. Then I take them all down. So I start to release instruments by preference. What do I mean by preference? By how important they are. Now, there is also no rule for doing this, like I always tell you. There's no rule. Some people do it from the back. Some people start from the highest to the lowest in frequency. Yes, in frequency, not volume. Now you want to work on the volume. So in frequency, some people start from like hi-hat and they start bringing instruments in from that range, coming back. But I like to go from the bass, from the kick, bass, down to the end. So whenever I have my section in this mode, the first thing you're going to be hearing is the kick, because that helps me to know how pumpy I want my song to be. Do you understand? And remember that rule of avoiding up here. So you observe that in here, I would want all my stuff to just stay within, within the range. And another thing you quickly notice is, I think even when I reset it and put it at, this is the normal, this is where it's supposed to be. You see it's not even getting to that point, because remember, while producing, we're trying to drop. That's why, this is why it's important. It should just help your workflow. Now I see where my kick is hitting at. The next thing I want to quickly bring in is my bass and log drums. So I'll put them together. So you always play with that. So I look for my rim. Now quickly look at this. This is pan. So I quickly try and balance the panning. By panning this is the pan up. See that? As I'm bringing them out. Wait for the sound. So you can't hear them because they are all in the center. This is where you move things around a bit, right? See that? Yeah, you know, we're staring at lights almost all the time, so that happens almost all the time. And that's why I'm putting on glasses. Very important. As producers, we need to take care of ourselves, right? As engineers, we need to take care of ourselves. It's not easy staring into light, because everything we see as display is light, screen. Staring into it for a long time, I know it's not easy. So please, let's try and take care of ourselves. Our eyes, our ears, those are like our most important. You hear me? I beg. So because that's not the main instrument. Yeah, that's not the main instrument. That's why I ignored it. Got it. You know what I'm looking for? I'm looking for this guy. So how do I best find it? I come here is in 16, 17. So piano pad. Alright. I was actually correct, because I thought I had another. I had another one. Your melody straight up. Yeah, that volume thing again. So let's go there, let's go there. See that? Clean, clean, clean. Then of course, multiband. You see that? See, it's now coming. So if you observe, before I put anything here, let me remove this guy because we're going to use it, put it back. Before I put anything there, see, there's space there. That's what I meant when I said you should leave headrooms in your production. There's space there right now before I throw in anything. So because there's space there, whatever I throw in has space to now work well. See how fat it now sounds like I don't mix. And I never mix, guys. I just only balance. Mixing is not only about gain staging. What I just did now is what we call gain staging. There's also what we call spacing. You know, every element must sit in their space. That has to do with pan. There's also, in spacing, there's also what we call the frequency spectrum, where every frequency, you give space to every frequency. What do I mean? Let me quickly show you. Right. Our what's it called? When I explained EQ in the last video, you understand the range your kick is at. So let me put this up to show you. Your kick has no eyes, so get used to fruity parametric EQ 2. See, your kick is here. It has no representation here, so I can turn this down for the kick. See that? Now let me show you on this, on the rim shot. See, I don't want my rim shot to be dragging with my kick. That's what I mean by spacing out, telling everybody this is where you belong. This is how big you are. By the time you put in that, I think I put it off now. So let's quickly go over this. So what I'm just doing, I'm just removing frequencies that don't belong in some instrument, and you see the way I do it. Follow this. I'll show you more advanced way, but follow this for beginners. You know, it's called cleaning bad frequencies out of your board. So once you load in your parametric EQ, so the reason a lot of people love to use parametric EQ is because they can see what they're doing, and that's the truth. It's because they can see. So I'll tell you, use this and get used to the frequencies and how I'm moving them. You see, I'm just removing what is not playing. See where it's playing from. I'm just removing what is not playing. All that space that you think is actually empty, that I'm cutting out now, that you think I'm removing. You see the things that are sitting in those places. You see the things that are sitting in this frequency now, they will be so happy because there's space for them to, they will sit well, right? So I'm not destroying, even though I'm removing. Yes. Where's that big shaker? This is it. Yes. Please don't do it in solo. It's because I'm looking for the shaker. That's why I soloed it. Make sure you're doing it in the context of the song. Look at this guy. Don't disturb my... So maybe when we get to instrument like this, you will understand why. See, this one is here. We've given it space. See, we are now removing here for all those ones that we first removed, those rhythm, those kits that we first removed this part that you're saying what will now stay here. Now, from the sound that we're removing here, those snares and percussion will celebrate more. They will enjoy because no frequency is disturbing them. They will shine their shine. So that's just basically the same thing we're doing all through the whole song. Right. Something like that. I don't want to do any crazy cut until you understand this. So maybe in our next section I'm going to take it crazy than you think, right? So this is the bass. All right, see what we're doing to the bass. You see it doesn't have, so leave bass, make it day when it day. This is our log drum. You see, no reach here. So why don't we come more time? Why? Because by the time we put this guy, it will bring all those hidden elements. Remember, hidden elements. So I put it back on. See, trust me, they relate better. I just know you can hear it, you can feel it. So now, the next thing I want to show you here quickly, before you export every of your beats, right? Just come in here, put this guy. It's called Fruity Soft Clipper. It's a clipper, right? Just throw it in there. You see, it gives your beat grit. Now, I tell you the truth. Maybe I didn't use it here because in this section, I've not gone ahead to show you how I'm going to group the drums, group the melodies, group the FX, group the kick and bass and all that. This soft clipper, just get used to it. You can use it on a whole lot, not just your mix section. You can use it to treat each element. Let me put it to you this way. Any elements you would like to cut out. You see, as we have the beats playing now. Let me show you an example. If I would want this, yes. If I want that to snap out, like to cut out in the song, without touching it, I'll just throw this in. Maybe you're not feeling it now, but trust me, that guy has more power than he did before I threw it in. Right? Some of these things you might not get to hear it, like literally, until you start paying more attention to it. Okay, so forgive me. I say some of these things, some of these moves, you might not hear it like immediately now, until you start paying attention. Now that I'm showing you, your mind is beginning, your ear is beginning to shape, your mind is beginning to shape towards this direction, right? So, you know, get used to the soft clipper. You see me use more of it in our videos. Get used to it, and I'll also show you how to use it. But as you can see, we just made ourselves a simple Afrobeat. We just did. So you can do it too. The difference between you and I right now, if you think what I just did is magic, is that I'm used to manipulating, you know, these guys here. I'm not confused when this guy is open because I know he's a mixer. I can just come here and close it. I'm not scared seeing this guy like this. I know I can just close it. You know, I know this guy is only playing this section. That's just the difference between me and you right now. But I promise you, with time, if you give yourself time, if you sacrifice time to practice, remember they say practice makes perfect. They need to lie. The more you spend time, you know, doing this in your closet, right? It will tell every time you need to do this publicly. Let me put it that way. Every time, every 1 hour, 2 hours you spend on doing this on a daily is going to tell in your global bank, I swear, because you improve is a must. You know, everything you do that you spend time doing, you must improve. Okay, you get, so that's that for beats. So before this video gets too boring, let me quickly just show you something you can do as an addition to what we did in our previous video in audio processing, in trying to mix our voice and getting our voice to sound better than it naturally is, or better than we left it. So I'm sure this section is still the way we left it the last time. We used EQ, multiband, you know, and we used the delay. Yeah, this is the section here. We used the delay and a reverb. Let's just take it up notch from that point. So if you have not seen the video, please go ahead and watch the video. Like and subscribe, like I always tell you. You know, ask your questions, comment, tell us what you want to see. You know, we might actually be touching things that doesn't pertain to you personally. So ask, then we'll make a video on it. Trust me, we will. So let me show you something here. So without thinking or listening to it, I'll play it. If I'm going to make this more advanced, right? The set of what we have, I will just add one more to it. I have studio EQ, multi-band processor, right? I'll add another EQ and a compressor, not a multi-band processor. Where and how, I'll quickly show you that if you join me in our Now with Open Cubase. Right, so let's hear how it sounds so we'll know what we want to do, and you see how we check these things.
Anytime where I check your phone, you they make me cry. One time I forgive you, 2 times I forgive.
I told you, right? I told you, if you just do this, you sound better. So I'm sure you guys know how to do this because I showed you the last time, and this, you know. So I said I'm going to add another EQ. And today, I want to introduce to you guys FabFilter EQ. It's not like there are no EQs to do this. There's even a Waves plugin that can do what I want to do now, right? There's even a Waves plugin and they used to do it. But like I said, I want to believe we all have FabFilter, or we can quickly get FabFilter. So let me show you what I'll be using FabFilter to do. I'll be using FabFilter to remove what we call resonance frequencies. Now, resonance frequencies are frequencies that would distort that destroys the signals at a particular point, right? How do you look for that? Is you play the song, you get the band. This is a band here. You tight your cue. Like most people know this move. There's another way of doing this, but I want to start here so you have a basic understanding of it. So you sweep through. You just sweep through.
Anytime where I check your phone, you they make me cry. One time I forgive you, 2 times I forgive you. I cannot do this anymore.
Can you hear that? Drop it.
One time I forgive you, 2 times I forgive you. I cannot do this anymore.
So some people will ask me, like, how much of this should you do? You can see the cue is quite tight, so you can just do as much as you can find.
Anytime where I check your phone, you they make me.
At that volume, the resonance frequency is distorting, so I'm taking them out.
Anytime where I check your phone, you they make.
That's like a whispering. So another way you can quickly see this is just look at the spectrum.
Anytime where I check your phone, you they.
So maybe I'm doing it already and you don't know. I'm just looking at the spectrum. The spectrums that I say are jumping, I go there. See that? Yep. See this?
Anytime where I check your phone, you they make me cry.
Very good. Now look at this, take note of this. After the 2 EQs now, after the multiband, I will now add a compressor like I told you. So let me show you how to work around this guy. Come here and select lead. You see a preset called lead in your face, select it. Play.
Anytime where I check your phone, you they make me cry.
You see, this is just giving, I didn't touch anything yet. It's just giving it more shape.
Anytime where I check your phone, you they make me cry. One time I forgive you, 2 times I forgive you. I cannot do this.
So at this point, I give you a quick secret, a quick tip. At this point, if you now feel that this compressor, this one, now you understand the way we added the compressor. Now, in our previous video, we used Studio EQ to remove the low and boost the high. Good. Then we next added a multiband processor to bring out the hidden elements in our vocals, which it did. Then went further to add a de-esser, because now those elements we've brought out, the harsh ones on the side, will be too much, right? We use the de-esser to control that. Then we use our time-based effect, which the delay and the reverb, right? So coming back today, we add an EQ. Before the EQ, we used to cut and boost. We add an EQ to control resonance frequencies. Then after our multi-band processor that is bringing out the whole body, we add a compressor just to shape. So I'm saying at this point you've added a compressor just to shape this compressor, right? Now, two things I'll show you. First is, if you can hear that it is increasing the volume, right? You come to this dry mix and increase it. That's one. You increase it, meaning you are sending more of the dry signal into the compressor, even after compressing it like this. That's one. Secondly, if you look at this, your GR, this analyzer is showing you how much signal is compressed. So if you look at this signal and you have more than 6 dB being compressed, increase the dry mix. At this point, I'm going somewhere, and you understand it when we get more advanced than this. You understand how each of them are communicating with each other. But for now, just follow what I said. So for me, I can hear, yes, it's adding shape and color to the sound, but I can hear a little bit of volume increase. So you see, it's not only this guy, volume, my ears, right?
Anytime where I check your phone, you they make me cry.
So I'll just add this guy between 15, 20. Let's add from 15.
Anytime where I check your phone, you they make me cry. One time I forgive you, two times.
Let me tell you what else this guy is doing. This guy is also going to be controlling the highest peaks. That's the only time you see this guy pull out. That's how you also know that you are not, you won't see jumping too much. You are not.
Anytime where I check your phone, you they make me cry.
Whenever it gets to those notes that are louder is when it's going to pop out. So we have that. We've not done nothing else. There's our limiter here. So again, if at this point now you feel your vocals is too loud, remember the last time it was after we put a limiter in our output and we noticed that our vocals was too loud that we came to reduce here. Now remember, in this video our limiter is still in our output. Okay, so now you're understanding how we make these decisions, right? Then when we introduced the limiter, you can see it here. When we introduced the limiter, we now have to listen and make sure our vocal is balanced, right? Now the limiter is already there and we've added this thing. If we want to also increase or reduce, maybe we've noticed that after sending back dry mix in your compressor that you just added, after sending it back, it still feels loud. Then you should know at this point, because sometimes you won't work the way this video is. Sometimes you actually set these things on the go. That's why it's important you understand this process, because as you are setting it on the go, you can be checking for what you're checking for. And in case you have it set like this and you want to further make it sound better, you're going back to the video, you can know these checks, and all these checks are quite important in your song making. So you see, I'll just come here and just reduce it. It was 2.6 before, I just reduced it a bit.
Anytime where I check your phone,
if I still feel it's too loud at this point, I'll drop it here. A beat here, there. Remember, we got here bit by bit, so I won't just go to like a compressor there or that volume and drop everything. You will kill the dynamics, the beauty of the song. You kill it. So if I want to reduce volume, I like to take chunks, like a bit out from here, 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 and I feel good. So at this point, you can hear how this vocal sound. Let me play you before and after. I'll leave this limiter on because most of the processing is here, right? So this is before.
Anytime where I check your phone, you they make me cry. One time I forgive you, two times I forgive you. I cannot do this anymore.
Okay.
Anytime where I check your phone, you they make me cry. One time I forgive you, two times I forgive you. I cannot do this anymore. One time I forgive you.
You can tell it sounds way better. So in our next video, I'm going to be showing you how to treat backup vocals. I'm going to show you more advanced tricks to make your sound and your workstation sound good. I'm going to show you more advanced plugins you should start using. Remember, I also told you that I don't want you to sound like you're just starting music production. I don't want you to sound like you're just beginning this journey. So I'll introduce you to new plugins. You can just ask your questions in the comment sections. I told you I'll be there. Now, for some of you that is coming to my private DM to ask me questions, you know what? Ask it here. That's the joy of the video, right? Ask it here. Let's answer it here. In case other people that have the same question, they might not have the honor of, or I don't know what to call it, of having my number directly, right? Ask it here, so when we answer it, you've also answered for a lot of people. Trust me, in this community, we're trying to build sharing is caring. One of the things that has affected the ones before us, the ones that really built, created, nursed. Yes, our generation came and took it to the next level, but the ones that really molded it, gave it face. One of the problems they're facing right now, today, is the fact that they didn't share. The people that were supposed to pass through your mentorship, that are great today, they can look you in your face and tell you, man, nobody paved way for me. And some of us will be angry like, no, but you can't crucify a man for what he says. That's his own reality. I can't crucify you for your reality. You get me? So let's not make that mistake. Let's share. Sharing is caring, like I keep saying. Once again, my name is MusicMonstar. This is Chime Beat Studios, and we got you covered every day, every time. Keep it locked.
Anytime where I check your phone, you they make me cry. One time I forgive you, 2 times I forgive you. I cannot do this anymore. One time I forgive you, 2 you tell me say you know they hook up. Anytime where I check your phone, you